Ladies and gentlemen, hey, hi, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. We've got quite the surprise update going live in Warzone today. Yesterday it was actually announced that today, March 4th, we're getting our very first piece of Cold War Year 2 content, which actually includes a brand new rifle that you can use in Cold War multiplayer and zombies, and of course Warzone as well. It is called the Vargo 52, which actually a couple of weeks ago was glitched in Modern Warfare. You can unlock it there, then actually use it in Cold War and get it leveled up and ready for when it officially releases. And today we're going over everything you need to know about it, the best loadout for it as well. If you enjoy the video at any point, let me know by dropping a like on it. And if you're new here or if you have not already subscribed, every day I got you covered with all things going on in COD. So feel free to hit that sub button and turn on those post notifications. That way you'll always know whenever I post a new video. But as you can see, we've got Cold War update brings WMD map and Vargo 52. In their first content update of 2022 for Cold War, Treyarch presents a remaster of a fan favorite map and an all new rifle. Keyword here is in their first content update. This implies we are going to see more content updates for Cold War in the future. We know for sure we're going to see more operators at some point in time. This does indicate though that we might be seeing some more weapons as well. Now obviously we've got WMD returning to multiplayer. That's all cool, but that doesn't really have anything to do with Warzone. Obviously we're focused on the Vargo 52. So this one says the Vargo 52 is one mean weapon and it's particularly effective where versatile equipment reigns, and in zombies it can be one of the most devastating rifles as well. So first things first, the unlock challenge for that. There's two, or I guess technically three different ways to actually get the Vargo 52. One is through a store bundle, which we'll showcase here in just a second, and then the others are through a multiplayer challenge or a zombies challenge. So for multiplayer, in order to unlock the Vargo 52, you have to use an assault rifle and deal 1000 damage in 15 different completed matches. So as long as you're dealing that 1000 damage in a match, you should be good to go. You got to do that 15 times though. Then for zombies, you have to eliminate 750 enemies while using an assault rifle that has been pack-a-punched 3 times. So sort of a tedious challenge all around, but nothing too difficult in all honesty. And then if you actually want to just go ahead and buy the store bundle, we are going to have the whole ferrofluid blueprint, which is going to be for the Vargo 52. However, if you get that blueprint, if you're in Warzone, you won't be able to customize any of the attachments unless you go in and actually unlock it in Cold War multiplayer or Warzone. You could do this in Warzone as well, or over in zombies. So if you want to use the base attachments, you can just buy the blueprint. If you want to customize the attachments, you do have to go in and actually unlock it through one of the challenges. All right, so first things first, this is the official bundle that the Vargo comes in. It's called the Ferro Fury Reactive Mastercraft. It does cost 2,000 COD points. It comes with 3 blueprints, then a handful of other usual store stuff. The only one we're really focused on here though is the Ferro Fluid Rifle. This is obviously the Vargo 52. And curiously enough, this blueprint is basically the meta setup. Grew suppressor, task force, 3 times optics, Spetsnaz grip, and the Spetsnaz 60 round mag. Usually you'd run like the 45 or the 60 round mag. So this is basically the meta setup. And something that I just found out that is very unfortunate is if I go ahead and go to my weapons, if I were to go in and look at the rifles here, I unlocked the Vargo 52 a couple weeks back. We made a video of it on the channel where I was grinding it out, unlocking it, went over a setup for it for Cold War. Well, if you go in now, if you unlocked it previously when the gun was available in Modern Warfare for a few days, it reset. So now you have to go back in and get your 1000 damage in 15 different matches again. It's locked for me in Warzone. It's locked for me in Cold War as well, which is kind of annoying. You know, you went out of your way to grind it early. I get why they could reset it because it wasn't technically available, but it is locked if you ended up doing it a little bit early, which kind of sucks. But luckily, because that blueprint is a meta build, I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to buy that, and then we'll jump into some games and just test it out momentarily as well. All right, so I just ended up unlocking the Vargo 52. You can see I've got the base weapon here in game. If I go to my loadout, it says it's level 1, but I have everything unlocked because it's max level because I had it before, obviously. But real quick in game, I just wanted to show off the recoil pattern for it. Also, ideally try and get in some engagements with it, just see what the damage is like. But we'll find a little quick tree or like a building here to test some recoil on. So first up, gonna shoot at this. That's 27 meters away, not controlling the recoil at all here. And it's pretty much straight vertical. Very easy pattern. If I go ahead, reload cancel kind of sucks. Very slow. If I go ahead and control that, you can see it really does not move all that much. So relatively easy in terms of how it's going to behave with control. Oh, this thing doesn't move. Even when I'm in the sky, like shooting at guys falling, it doesn't move. This thing's going to be pretty easy to use, I have a feeling. Where'd this guy go? It really seems like this is going to be a decent weapon for sure. Usual standard range setup for it could be decent, but it also could probably be decent sniper support as well. Oh, he's still up there. Okay, but also this nuke's been here the whole game. So totally functioning as intended. Decent velocity too, based off of wow, the reload is awful. Based off of those shots there, like that guy's pretty far away, and I don't really have to lead bullets at all. See, like he's -1 plate there, but this thing definitely feels like it has the potential to fry. So let's go ahead, let's break down the setups for this. There's 2 setups in particular that I want to break down that I feel like are going to work really, really well. For whatever reason, it shows as level 1, but mine works. Key note here, do not buy the blueprint. The blueprint does not work in game as I'm recording this video right now. I'm sure they're going to fix it in the coming hours or coming day or so, but as of right now, this doesn't show up in game. You can't use it at all, so you have to go in and actually unlock the gun itself to be able to use it in Warzone right now. But first up, of course, we're going to go for the Groove Suppressor. That's a no-brainer build there. We always are running that on all the Cold War weapons. We're also going to go for Task Force, get the best range, velocity, and control on there as well. Going to run for the Spetsnaz grip. You guys saw the recoil really wasn't too bad, but this is going to minimize that overall ranges pretty much. For the magazine, you could go 45 or you could go 60. 60 is going to slow you down a little bit more with that ADS and reload, but 45 is going to be sufficient for pretty much any mode. Trios, quads, obviously solos and duos as well, so that's not too shabby. Then we'll go ahead, we'll throw in the 3x optic there as well. And you got your basic medium to long range Cold War rifle setup. Just testing it in Plunder there, it felt very consistent and very easy to use. The other setup here is going to be more sniper support based. Again, I'm going to go for Groove Suppressor. You could probably even run regular suppressor here if you're going for close to medium range fights with it. Really, either or would work just fine. I don't feel like you have a bad choice there. For the barrel in this case, I'm going to go simply for the VDV reinforced. You're getting the same pros as Task Force, but it's not going to be nearly as slow or harmful for your movement, so still ideal in some of those more close to medium range fights. I am going to keep Spetsnaz on there just to help out with the control a little bit more. Definitely running 45 here because I don't want to slow down even more with that ADS and the movement and whatnot, so gotta stick with that. Still keeping the extended mags for those higher squad based modes, but you're not losing a ton of mobility. And then I would just simply go for a Microflex LED basic red dot here. And you got a great sniper support build if you want to use that with a car, with a Swiss, or anything else up in there. I do feel like this is going to be a decent rifle. Like I said, I believe Jay said it had a similar TTK to like the Farah and the XM4. It's like a combination of that. So right in there, competitive with the other rifles. Doesn't seem too overpowered or broken, minus the fact you can't use the blueprint, but that is the Vargo 52. Hopefully this video helped you guys out. Be sure to jump in, grind out some plunder matches if you're just a Warzone player. Go and get about 7 to 10 kills. You'll have your damage done. You can also track it in game for what it's worth. Back out, rinse and repeat. You'll get this unlocked relatively quickly. Took me about an hour and a half to fully unlock that. So not too shabby at all, but that's going to do things for this video. If you enjoyed, let me know by dropping a like on it. And of course, if you're new to the channel or if you have not already subscribed, every day I got you covered with all things going on in COD. News, updates, loadouts, tips, you'll find it all right here. So feel free to sub with your notifications turned on. But once again, thank you so much for tuning in. And until next time, take it easy. Have an awesome rest of your day. And I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.